that is going on. It looks like it's still ongoing. This has been, I don't know, Andrew, when did this start?
Well, it's been longer than most car chases we've covered in the past. This is going on for like the last several minutes. You're seeing this pickup truck weave its way across, many different types of streets, residential, a highway, busy intersections, speeding through red lights. It now looks like only one police vehicle is in pursuit of it. It doesn't look like it's at that high of a speed. It's kind of like they're just slowly monitoring the pickup truck. Looks like they've been on its tail for well over 10 minutes at this point. But it doesn't show any signs of the driver letting up. We don't know what this driver is driving away from. We don't know if he is a suspect or has a warrant out. We don't have that information just now.
We do know that it started in like east side area of Houston, Texas. Lots of side streets right there. Not a lot of the chase has been on like busy freeways or anything, which is typically what we see in Los Angeles and what we monitor here on News Now from Fox. So kind of crazy seeing this pickup truck bobbing and weaving through just normal side streets. Still going at probably a pretty quick pace out there. Looks like the feed's cutting out a little bit. We're getting this from our sister station in Houston.
That's right, Daytona. These are aerial live pictures from the chopper there from Fox 26 KRIV in Houston. Looks like the chase is speeding up a little bit, and the sirens are now on with that police cruiser. In some of the chases past, we've seen the car hit oncoming traffic, sideswipe cars. We haven't seen any of that in this particular chase, but it is unusual in that it's been going on for quite some time. We don't know what this driver is up to, what he is actually evading, why he is running away from the police. We don't know any of that.
So Andrew, it did start at 5:12 Houston time, so it's been going on for roughly 30 minutes now, which, yes, again, is kind of a long time for a chase like this.
That's right, and now it looks like it's slowing down and maybe speeding back up. We only see one police cruiser in the feed here. Earlier, there were several police cruisers around trying to, blockade or impede this driver, but that was unsuccessful. And in Houston, I believe it's about almost 6 p.m. Central Time there.
Okay, so get this, Andrew. There's another police chase that's happening in South LA right now, so that's going to be in this top left-hand corner. We are just all about the chases today.
The car chases are up and running. Daytona, we have, like you just said, another one in South Los Angeles. This is coming from our sister station, Fox 11 KTTV, their aerial chopper.
Okay, let's go back to this other chase in Houston. We'll take that full screen.
The driver of this pickup truck is now driving in the opposite direction into oncoming traffic. That is quite the development here, yeah. Trying to evade this police cruiser.
Now on the freeway, which we are saying, the truck hasn't been on the freeway before. It's been basically on side streets, but now it is just driving over concrete barriers, now heading into a parking lot of some sort. Looks like maybe a gas station there, getting blocked off by another car.
That's right, we just saw that car. The pickup truck is driving over medians, trying to evade several police cruisers in pursuit. It just hit that curb there and now is driving in the other direction. The police there are trying to corner it, to cut it off in some way. They have been unsuccessful in doing that. It looks like that pickup truck is now driving with traffic. Remember, you just saw on a busy rush hour night in Houston that it was driving in the opposite direction into oncoming traffic. It now just traveled over that curb you saw. Looks like this is an unmarked police car in pursuit of it.
Andrew, our producer, just walked over here and said that this South Los Angeles car chase, it's a slow pursuit in the top left-hand corner, is actually a kidnapping situation.
And that is another development we are just learning, Daytona. Yes, in the left-hand corner of your screen, our sister station from Fox 11 has told us that police are in pursuit of a kidnapping suspect in South Los Angeles. This is News Now from Fox. We bring you uninterrupted live events throughout the day, and it just so happens we have two ongoing police chases at the same time. A rarity in News Now history.
So again, this is something that we see on News Now from Fox, I would say probably every other day, typically in the Los Angeles area, which this top left-hand corner is South LA. Again, a kidnapping police pursuit right there. It looks like it's slowing down a little bit. I don't know, it looks like there might be, so yes, there's obviously multiple people in that car right there. They have to be careful in situations like this because you don't know what type of weapons are in the car. You don't know what the situation quite is. So obviously, police kind of keeping an eye on the situation, handling it with care, especially with multiple people involved.
That's right, Daytona. And the LA chase, this slow chase you're seeing in the upper left, don't have many details. We know that it's a very slow pursuit, possibly following a kidnapping suspect in what looks like this SUV. And as Daytona said, you know, there's no indication that there are weapons of any kind. We don't know how many people in the car. From what it looks like, there are multiple people in the car. We don't know how many. We don't know the ages of them. We will get you that information once we find it, but you can't really call that a chase on the upper left. It's a very slow, methodical pursuit right there.
Whereas this Houston one looks like they're actually picking up speed right now in the bottom right-hand corner. Only one police unit has really been on their tail that quickly, though.
That's right, and we don't know the mileage in that Houston chase, but they have been all over East Houston for the last 15 to 20 minutes. This chase has lasted longer than normal, longer than average of most police chases, and waiting now for the police to move in and do something to blockade that pickup truck you're seeing in the lower right hand of your screen.
And Andrew, in that top left-hand corner, it looks like a couple more police cars have joined in on that train, I guess you could say. Let's take, actually, looks like Houston, we're getting a little more commotion in the bottom right. So let's take that full and see what's going on there.
It looks like they have crashed into the pickup truck. In order to stop it, the airbags you're seeing, I believe the airbags detonated.
Yep, so it looks like they have that driver in custody now, handcuffing him on the ground.
Several police officers there on the scene. They have him in handcuffs walking to the patrol car. And on a late afternoon in Houston, that chase is now over. He is being taken into custody, handcuffed. It looks like two people were in that pickup truck. They've arrested two people, driver and passenger. That is a new development. We did not know there were two people in that pickup truck. We don't know what they were evading. That police chase lasted well over 20 to 25 minutes. Now they're in custody, and if we have any more information on why they were evading police, we'll bring that to you until we figure that out.
For now, Andrew, let's head back over to South LA where this slow pursuit is still in progress. Take a look at this. They can't be going more than 30 miles per hour, less, probably.
Probably less, yeah, probably 15 to 20, it looks like. 3 police cruisers now following. It's almost like a slow procession. They're not having to contend with much traffic in the way, and it looks like they're coming up on the left side of the vehicle, the right side of the vehicle, surrounding it. The driver has put his hands up. This is quite compelling images we're seeing, and the police cars are gaining on this, gathering in. Let's just watch.
And a reminder, Andrew, this was a kidnapping police pursuit, so multiple people in this car right now.
We're not going to take this audio. We've been instructed not to. This is coming from our sister station in Fox 11 KTTV. Our chopper aerials there. Police, no doubt, now in communication with this driver, trying to figure out the next course forward and how that driver can be apprehended. Like Daytona said, this was a kidnapping suspect. That's all the details we really know right now. A very slow-moving pursuit through South Los Angeles. It's almost 4 p.m. East Pacific time in Los Angeles on this Wednesday afternoon.
Andrew, while we were watching that other Houston pursuit, I was keeping an eye on this feed, and it looks like this driver had his hands up through that the sunroof. So, I mean, he was kind of surrendering before he fully pulled over and surrendered. And even when we tuned into this pursuit just in the past 10 minutes or so, he was going very slow. So we don't know exactly what led up to it, but we're getting more information on that, and thankfully they've pulled over. So good news there.
Let's just careful with the word surrender there. Until he is in custody, anything could happen.
Again, you're watching news now from Fox. We do want to warn you, this is live. This is a live feed right now, so watch with discretion.
This is still a very volatile situation. The suspect not yet in custody, seemingly having his hands up, but until police officers, and it looks like the passenger door is opening now. So we just want to caution viewers that this is live with these police chases. Suspect pursuits, anything can really happen. You're seeing the passenger get out of the vehicle, put her hands up. The driver still has not gotten out of the vehicle, and they are walking backwards to be taken into custody peacefully, thankfully.
So, Andrew, we now know at least 2 people are in that car. The woman was in the front passenger seat, the man driving the vehicle. But we got reports that this was a...
That's right. I'm not entirely even sure that the passenger was a woman. I'm just kind of assumed with the long hair, but not sure of the gender of the passenger. Looks like they're in some type of communication and dialogue with the driver.
As we wait for this to kind of develop, we'll head back out to Houston just for kind of some wrap-up aerials. A different car chase was happening in East Houston out there. You can see some of those restaurant workers heading out, taking photos of the high police presence out there. That truck that you're seeing, that pickup truck, was the one that led police on a more than 30-minute police chase. It was probably 35 minutes, I think, when it all kind of came to fruition. That one definitely a little bit quicker than the one that we were seeing in South LA in that top left-hand corner.
And we're working right now to get you more information on both of these scenes. We have very little information at the moment, but quite compelling images. The scene still very active in South Los Angeles.
So it does look like that driver has gotten out of the car, has his hands up.
We just want to caution our viewers once again. It does appear to be that he is surrendering with his hands up, but things can change in a very quick amount of time.
Alrighty, I'm Daytona Everett. This is Andrew Kraft. You're watching News Now from Fox. In the past 30 minutes, we've had 2 police chases, different parts of the country, Texas and California. In the bottom right-hand corner, you're seeing the South LA police chase that was happening there. We do know that there was a kidnapping suspect in that area. Not a lot of information, but definitely compelling to watch, for sure.
Definitely, and they've already taken the passenger of that vehicle into custody. And you're watching the driver right now on his knees with his hands up. And mind you, we cover a lot of car chases. This was not a chase by any definition. This was a very slow, methodical pursuit by the police cruisers behind this SUV. We don't have any details about who may have been kidnapped or what this kidnapping is. We just know that our sister station, Fox 11 in Los Angeles, their aerial footage right now, we're showing a slow pursuit of a kidnapping suspect. We hope to bring you more information once we have it.
And what we've seen so far, just to kind of recap for people who haven't been watching the whole time, it was, like he said, a slow pursuit through the streets there. There's at least 2 people who are in that vehicle. Looks like you've got a couple officers that are opening the other doors of the car to see if there was another person in there as well. So We're not quite sure the details behind this kidnapping suspect or the situation behind that, but with a situation like that, you have to handle it with care, make sure everyone is unarmed,
Right.
make sure everyone is safe.
That's right. And it looks like officers are still trying to talk with that suspect. Thought we saw them maybe moving in to apprehend him. They've opened almost every door of the vehicle. And look, and they are now moving in. Let's take that full right there. And thankfully, this was done peacefully so far. Trying to get you more information on who was kidnapped and why these suspects are being taken into custody right now.
4 o'clock there in South LA. Just a late afternoon police pursuit for these officers out there. Of course, they're used to it. Police chases happening weekly for Los Angeles.
That's right. LA County, Orange County in California, seemingly the car chase capital of the country. And huge police presence there.
You can still see some officers in the top right-hand corner searching that car. Not quite sure what they're looking for, but just making sure everything is safe and good to go. But man, how many officers is that? That looks like almost 10 cars.
All right, we want to thank everyone for watching News Now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft with Daytona Everett. It's 4 p.m. here in Phoenix, 7 p.m. on the East Coast. Let's take you over now to the Senate floor, where we're getting remarks from senators on a number of different topics. Let's listen in.